To Hell with Hell is an early access bullet hell game that's most similar to Nuclear Throne and Enter the Gungeon. In the game, you're an offspring of the former Hell's ruler, and you're trying to save it from the new Hell King. Let's talk about the positives first. If you have the ammo and the abilities for it, the combat feels fun and solid. The game feels very bug-free. The art style and music is pleasing, even if I did want more variety in the environment. Now let's talk about the negatives, and while there's a few, the ones that are there just ruin the enjoyment of the game completely for me. In this game you can pick up masks that give you special powers, at the rate of about 1 per level. Unfortunately, take enough damage and they break permanently. Enough damage is about 3 hits, and every time I lost all my masks in a level, not hard to do when you can only carry around like 2, I became essentially powerless because the only ability that your character has themselves is essentially move fast for a few steps. You can only carry around 2 weapons and limited masks at any time. This means as you don't want to be defenseless when bullets run out, you'll have 1 shooting weapon and 1 melee weapon. On top of that being very limiting, weapons like the shotgun are so close range that they might as well be melee, meaning unless you locate the machine gun, chances are you'll stick with your starter pistol. Ran out of masks? Feels like pure misery, that pistol. On level 3 I was doing about 19 damages in a single pew to the enemy, while they had about 300 health. So I could very sluggishly whittle all of them down one by one while being the god of dodging. Saving systems of 6 saves only, less with higher difficulty, with the opportunity to save at the end of the level. It's being a roguelike, limiting the loads would be a better idea to me, or make it into 6 manual saves, while if you leave the game without dying, your progress was saved until you play again. Imagine this. Let's say you have last saved at level 3, and you're now at level 5, there are 6 levels. You do not have any more save slots anymore, for whatever reason, maybe you're playing a higher difficulty, and you want to leave the game because you have your real life responsibilities. Well, you'll have to repeat those 2 levels. Speaking of which, difficulty choice. You can't choose it, you have to play through all of the difficulties, or the extra difficulties are currently not in the game, which is a possibility. It is worth mentioning that To Hell with Hell is launching into early access and not full release, so many things can change. However, in its current form, I would give it about 5 out of 10. This game has the potential to be very fun, as mechanically it feels solid. However, the limitation of masks and weapons give it a real rough playing time. Like, it's not very fun to play. If you had more choices of weapons or your masks didn't break, I would say this could be a fantastic game. However, not as it's currently balanced. I really wish that Steam would let me give a so-so review, because I feel like this game is very not really bad, not really good, it's somewhere in the middle. But, you know, I can give that in my own review, so thank you for watching my review. This is what I think of To Hell with Hell.